It's time. It is finally time. I am excited. Hello everyone, this is Battle24, and yes, it's time. Mort Part 17. The first connection theory video. Oh my god, it's been a long time, but everything that we reacted to leads to this very moment. Parts 1 to 16, everything that we reacted to, the King Julian stuff, the Penguin stuff, the fucking Dama Fortuna stuff, the fucking triplet player cult leader, the Dronky stuff, the hedge pattern, the Madagascar stuff with Dubois and Nana, and all this kind of stuff is here. It's finally here. It is finally here, and I cannot wait to see how he connects all of this shit together. Let us go. Let's not waste any time here, because we all know what we're here for. We're here for some theorizing and crazy shit, and I bet that I'm gonna be mind blown with what we're gonna see here. Like he said, if you have not seen parts 1 to 16, watch them, cause they will be very crucial. Fucking round 2!
Mort, I despise you. Blame you for this mess you've caused. Now you must endure this roast. It's too late. You've lost. I've meticulously
another roast
on my revenge, which spanned dozens of days' blood, sweat, and tears.
Another roast?
Pathetically rich you were for.
Okay, roast
so
number 2.
Hitches in your britches. What a load of crap. Get down like the animal you are. Chicken shit, babar, elephantine veil. You're on par with the worst of the worst. The lemurs of your grandfather. Ow.
He's got bars.
Is your DNA of beavers? Cause you're damn annoying, flipping falsetto and back with your false head ass on crack, only flaunting what you lack. You're the Adam of your species and the Eve, might I add. How does that work? Cause the pieces don't add up. Because your dad lies, you've got nothing to lose. Which is why you simply choose an inconsistent history. You're not a mystery.
Alright, let's do it, dude! Let's see how he connects everything, cause this is gonna be insane. I hope you're here for the ride. Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go.
Hello, I'm the Theorizer.
Hi.
And a quick reminder to watch everything in that playlist I linked before this one, because
I
we're
have.
finally ready to string together a number of DreamWorks films through the usage of insidious cults, animal sapiens, and a Lovecraftian reaper named.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's start by gathering all of the threads together and then interconnecting them. This will serve as the connection point for everything we've discussed henceforth. I'm not sure how long this will be, but there's a massive number of patterns, and I feel like
there's insane shit here.
So,
we've got everything.
The 6 Mort videos detail the true nature of Mort from Madagascar and how he is, in short, actual.
First video kind of sets the tone for everything. Parts 2 through 4 go through all here King Julian and just go with what we know from those episodes and what we can piece together and theorize about Mort and stuff like that. And then parts 5 through 6 were... Part 5 was all the Penguin stuff. Part 6 was going over the episodes that we missed and then theorizing about all her King Julian and the Penguin stuff. And after that, we kind of deviated to Shrek with the Dama Fortuna Fairy Godmother theory, the trumpet-playing cult leader, the Dronky theories, and then we went back to Madagascar for the Dubois and Nana theory. And then we switched paths to Over the Hedge to express the pattern behind Over the Hedge and how Over the Hedge and Madagascar may be in the same universe because, let's face it, Gladys and the Exterminator share lots of similarities to Dubois. So, I mean, we have a lot of shit to cover. A lot of shit to cover there, but...
An elder god locked in an eternal stalemate with a pantheon of interdimensional fruits that command the multiverse. They constantly invoke suppression mechanisms to keep him in a fractured state.
If you guys remember those
Every time he slips
theories...
into a higher dimension, they curtail him. Yes, as absurd as it sounds, it was one of the most comprehensive conclusions
It is.
drawn from the 2
Part six.
hours worth of evidence I had gathered. So, that was Mort. But now we skip back to a more
Yeah.
medieval period and briefly
Shrek.
establish the timeline of the Shrek films, so we can solve a variety of its characters. First, we spent 4
Yeah.
videos solving the fairy godmother and determined that she's a witch who's out to get
Again,
Lily
we're just
and her
going back
family
through
along with
stuff.
her through any means necessary. It's implied that all of the lower class magical individuals share a similar spite towards the monarchy, and through either Merlin or some other contact of the godmother, a sort of apathetic army was being brainwashed in the schools of far, far away, using many tactics to their advantage, such as comedy and
Yeah.
music. An insidious, seemingly innocent methodology.
It was this
We
one,
then wrapped up the Shrek videos with an analysis of the magic
which is
that
under a
the
different
godmother
name
uses.
here. I've noticed that this is under a different name here. And this one's called The Most Evil Shrek Characters Hidden in Plain Sight, Reggie Theory, but this one's called Shrek Theory. The Shrek player is a cult leader. So there's a bit of a different naming scheme there, but
How exactly it affects people, and more importantly, how it affects intelligent animals. I did this as a backdoor attempt to dig into the mysteries of the sapient animals in the DreamWorks universe, which, like the magic you'll see, ties in with Mort. We then moved back over to Madagascar
Yeah,
and looked
to
into
Dubois.
another character who was privy to animal IQ, that being Capitaine Dubois from the 3rd Madagascar movie. We solved her past and threw in her ties
Yeah,
to
Dubois and
the
Nana.
other films while we were at it. We finally left off this saga by seeking answers in the most important link of animal intelligence by far, over the hedge.
the Over the Hedge.
We managed
Yeah.
to dig into the depths of another character who seems privy to the thoughts of animals, Dwayne LaFontaine, the Verminator. He has an almost identical
Yeah,
tracking skill
Dwayne the Verminator LaFontaine, you know. The person that Gladys calls to get rid of the animals. God. You need an exterminator called the Verminator, dude. That's what Dwayne sounds like.
to Dubois. You
Fucking.
might be asking yourself right now, why am I recapping all of this?
Because it
You
all
might
makes
also
sense.
be asking, how on earth do these all connect?
They do.
And to answer
connect.
both of those questions at once,
They
I
connect.
simply respond with, I just explained it.
Yes.
Yes,
You did.
Mort, the supreme god of animalistic intelligence,
Yeah.
is a fast-tracked straight shot to the supernatural core of the DreamWorks universe's magic, animal awareness,
Okay, so let's see how Mort connects all of these.
and the many tactics that go into suppressing it.
How
at the
does
behest of
Mort
the
connect
worship
Shrek,
and
Madagascar, and Over
deities,
the Hedge?
An international underground network of suppression societies out to stop animals from dominating and stop Mort, or whatever force he initially represented, from rising once again. As I said at the very end of the Mort theories, Mort's dream works. Mort is DreamWorks because his dream works because he's the animal intelligence hub and center of
Mhm.
everything. Yes, I told you it was a lot to take in, and probably not entirely considered by the filmmakers. But the shocking thing,
Wait, what does that
entirely
say?
considered by
I'm
the
referring here to the
filmmakers.
film Interconnectedness, not Mort being a god. Mort is a canon multiversal conqueror. That's
But the
not
shocking
speculative.
thing
True.
Isn't
True,
that, it's
true.
that the evidence truly is there. So what the hell else am I supposed to do with it? Whether it was intentional or not, it still exists, and the patterns cannot be dismissed in my line of work. Before we interlock the past 16 videos on an even more fundamental scale, though, I want to dig into the other places we find intelligent animals and supernatural events within
the other
DreamWorks
movies.
universe. Again, I believe it all roots back to Mort because I have yet to discover a
'Cause we
more
have other
powerful
movies.
character in the entirety of DreamWorks. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. This is about to go from 0 to 100, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Ants shows that
Yes.
ants are smart. Insects are sapient, aware, organized creatures, all the way down to the basest of levels. The
Okay.
DreamWorks universe has a focus on animals getting as smart as humans and becoming their equal. The Bee Movie is possibly the most crucial film I have ever seen,
Huh?
insofar as it is the first chunk that clicks every thread into my mental map. It details the dangerous precedent, a shocking event, the closest small animals have come to finding equal footing with humans. The crazy part is this: the pattern of humans versus animal intelligence was just something I inferred from Madagascar and Over the
But the
Hedge.
B movie is about a human falling in love with an animal, a sentient animal. So Wait, but there's also humans against bees in that movie. Because the woman's dating a bee, yet the others are trying to exterminate the bees. So, the link is there. I mean, if DreamWorks is so hell-bent on this, like, humans versus sentient animals kind of thing, then the bee movie is a great supporting crux in that theory. Because, once again, humans and bees fighting each other. We saw it in the fucking courtroom scene, you know? So, I mean, makes fucking sense. It makes...
But like with Katie and Scrat, my theories are melding with reality, and I'm sort of in a state of utter shock because I think it might be completely true. The linchpin is that every time animals rise up, there's a human just waiting there to stop them, with utmost desperation and underhandedness. This lawyer, he's so desperate, my god.
The lawyer!
He's so obsessed. Give me a truly solid reason, not some mild iffy bullshit. I'm just itching to highlight what someone brought to my attention. Mort in the zoo. I think this is the ultimate fact I felt I was missing in the Penguins of Madagascar video. It's been staring me down like the Clint Eastwood of evidential treasure troves. How does the zoo know Mort's name? They label their...
Wait, that's right, that's true! If Mort never told his name to the zoo, then how do they know his name? That is completely crossed my mind. How does the zoo know Mort's name if he's never, like, said what his name was? Does the zoo know his name secretly? Like, what's going on here? Does the zoo know that he is, like, this big, like, supernatural multiversal eldritch entity that is going around here? Like, what's going on here? What? Huh?
Their toys as Mort plushies. How do they know his name? I have our answer already. It's been waiting for me patiently for months. Chantal Dubois isn't the only evil redhead out to crush the penguins. The linchpin is that every time animals rise up, there's a human just waiting there to stop them, with utmost desperation and underhandedness. Alice.
Alice! The fucking zookeeper! I forgot that she was a character in Penguins! Oh my god! Alice is the fucking zookeeper. Whenever something fishy happens with the animals, she's always there to stop it. She knows more. She fucking knows more. She knows more. She knows more. She knows what Mort's name is without him even saying his name. Why? I'm trying to think. Why would she know Mort's name if it's completely trivial and she doesn't need to know? It's like humans in DreamWorks are so hell-bent on stopping animals as soon as they start to rise up. Nana in Madagascar 1. Nana in Madagascar 2. Dubois in Madagascar 3. Gladys in fucking Over the Hedge. Shrek. I don't know what the connection is there. I do not know what the connection is there. Something can be said with Dema Fortune and Donkey. I know that. Something can be said with that. I don't know?
She's so desperate, my god, it's been staring me in the face. What the hell? How'd I gloss over this? She's so bizarrely desperate to expose the penguins. She knows she's a part of something.
Obviously, she knows.
Rare of Mort. In one episode where the penguins are exposed, she brings in the government for a reason. There's something out there, something lurking beneath the surface, and Alice knows, the zoo knows, the pattern. I need a minute to think. Oh, frick.
What?
You gotta be shitting me. I just solved it. The linchpin is that every time animals rise up, there's a human just waiting there to stop them.
Okay, who's the human this time?
Desperation and underhandedness. The racer from Turbo. He's so desperate, my god, so desperate to beat Turbo. It's everywhere, I'm telling you. At first I thought it was an infrequent pattern, but it's everywhere.
Yeah, so there's a DreamWorks pattern then. It's not just over the hedge. There's a pattern in DreamWorks. And let me go back to that, thing here. The linchpin is that every time animals rise up, there's a human just waiting to stop them with utmost desperation and hiddenness. Over the hedge. The animals start stealing from the suburbs. They rise up. Gladys is the human that's waiting there to stop them with utmost desperation and hiddenness. Madagascar 3. The animals try to rise up. Dubois is the human just waiting there to stop them with utmost desperation and unhiddenness. Oh my god! It makes sense. The crux of every DreamWorks movie is this exact quote. The linchpin is that every time animals rise up, there's a human just waiting there to stop them with utmost desperation and underhandedness. That unlocks most of what we saw. That unlocks most of what we saw in the DreamWorks series. That unlocks it. That fucking unlocks it. There's a pattern. There's a huge pattern that we've never known about, that was under our noses the entire time. The human pattern. The human versus animals pattern. B-movie. Bees rise up. The lawyer. The human just waiting to stop them with utmost desperation and underhandedness. Oh. Do you guys feel that? Do you guys feel that? The sound of collective minds being blown? What the?
Is that every time animals rise up, there's a human just waiting there to stop them with utmost desperation and underhandedness.
It's a pattern.
The racer from Turbo. He's so desperate, my god, so desperate.
Yeah, the racer from Turbo wants to beat Turbo.
I'm telling you. At first I thought it was an infrequent pattern, but it's everywhere. Literally.
It's not a pattern. It's a pattern.
You know, the reason I connected the Chantal Dubois theory in with my over the hedge theory was because I noticed a little something that I hinted to near the end of the over the hedge video. Both Chantal Dubois, a French animal control terminator, and Dwayne Lafontaine,
a French animal exterminator.
Fontaine, an animal control verminator,
yes,
with a French last name,
French,
had superhuman abilities related directly to the tracking and extermination of intelligent animal life. They are evolving physically, just as the animals are evolving intellectually, and coincidentally, they both seem to have French origins. Sort of a coincidence.
Dubois and Dwayne must have, been together at some point. Like, either training or something like that, whatever. They both have French last names. However, their last names are different. Dwayne cannot be Dubois' dad. That is not a possibility.
Let me think. I'm actually gonna search this up and see if, he...
What?
It is! It's another one! Oh my god! The racer from Turbo is French!
What? Moz, check the name of the lawyer from the B movie. Check the name of the lawyer from the B movie. Check the fucking name of the lawyer from the B movie. Check the fucking name of the zookeeper from Madagascar. What's her name? What's her name? What's her fucking name? What's her fucking name? What is her fucking name? Madagascar. Alice. Zookeeper. What's her fucking name? We don't have a last name. We don't have a fucking last name. We don't have a fucking last name. We don't have a fucking last name. We do not have a last name. We don't have a last name. What is her last name? What is her last name? We don't know her last name. Alice, what's my Mary Shear? Okay. B-movie lawyer name. Leighton T. Montgomery. So Montgomery's not a French last name. So that's a bruh.
God, this is bringing me to tears. What the hell sort of link have I stumbled upon? What sort of pattern is this? Guy Gagné from Turbo, he doesn't seem to be superhuman, but there is another unique link in that snails are notoriously French cuisine. Hot damn, I'm on a roll of some sort, but I don't know how. What the heck is it with French exterminator terminators? The linchpin is that every time animals rise up, there's a human just waiting to stop them with utmost desperation and underhandedness. The Boss Babies organization is out to stop the adoption of dogs. They're so desperate, my god. I think I might have mentioned it before, but I and many others have had sneaking suspicions that some animated films that look like they take place in the past are actually the far future. It's a neat little plot twisty trick, and for years I've been inclined to say that it's the case with Kung Fu Panda, as all of the Chinese animals speak English, wield the supernatural, and are wholly unhindered by a human race that does not exist, while simultaneously using the Kung Fu humans created.
My god, so true.
So if it's in the future, then yes, it
so
might
true,
be to imply that Mort and his acolytes won this multiversal war, depending on what's actually going on here.
Maybe Kung Fu Panda takes place after the multiversal war. This, like, you know, unseen multiversal thing in Mort 1, and now animals are the new thing, and Kung Fu Panda takes place after that, where it's like all fucking animals, you know?
The linchpin is that every time animals rise up, there's a human just waiting there to stop them with utmost desperation and underhandedness. How to Train Your Dragon is literally about suppressing less intelligent animals into submission before they can take over.
No!
It's so desperate.
Stop.
My god.
Stop.
Like the Croods, it's the...
Fucking stop. Hiccup Haddock. Not a French last name. Is there anyone in this movie that has a French last name? Because if there is, I'm about to fucking lose it. I'm about to fucking lose it. If someone in this movie has a French last name. Is there an exterminator that has like a French last name? I know they're all like German Viking last names.
The other end of the spectrum from Kung Fu Panda. Humans are gaining intelligence here, but dragons ain't speaking yet. I'm not quite sure just how many DreamWorks properties can be encapsulated within this umbrella theory, but there seems to be an alien element as well as seen in All Hail King Julian, and it perhaps seeps over into stories like Home, Monsters vs. Aliens, and Megamind. Oh my god. The government was suppressing Megamind and Metro Man, as I said in my theory.
We haven't gotten to that theory yet.
Reinforcements from the fruit pantheon? Perhaps it's irrelevant. Shark Tale proves what we already know, which is that animals are smart underwater too. And I even hear that the new movie Abominable has a character, another redhead, that's out to suppress animal intelligence as well. While I know very little about the Croods, I feel like it deals with a divergence point of sorts where humans started gaining intelligence faster. Again, I assume. But don't even get me started on Mr. Peabody and Sherman, in which a dog basically controls space-time out here shaping history, headass.
Yeah.
And the villain is a spiteful middle-aged woman who is genetically similar, psychologically similar, and voiced by the exact same actress as Gladys Sharp.
Oh my.
Humans are trying to force evolve themselves as seen by the mutations of Monsters vs. Aliens, but how am I supposed to work with all of this? It is exhausting.
How will you... The only reason that a mutation happened in Monsters vs. Aliens is because the fucking bride got hit with a meteor. So if they're trying to genetically mutate humans like that, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I know there's some sort of cohesion to this, but there are so many bizarre coincidences and patterns, and my job is to stitch them together without holes. This is my task, whether the patterns are intended or not. I fill plot holes, if I can. But this video has served its purpose. It's literally the midway point of this dissertation. The threads are here. Now they just have to be strung into the corkboard. As promised, we will use all of this and structure it into a timeline and a cohesive theory, though it will be an extremely lengthy endeavor. I'll at least try. This is the same situation I was in with my penultimate Pixar theory, but that ended up working like a charm. I need more time to debate which of my other DreamWorks theories belong in this playlist, so you might see some more get added shortly. Keep up to date, that's all I'm saying. Before we can do any of that, the purpose of this video is to show you the basis of what I'm going for here, and show you all of the things you need to look for, because now comes that time. Help me in the comments. I need all instances. From all DreamWorks properties, cults, smart animals, humans suppressing them, supernatural events, and aliens of all sorts. Any DreamWorks property, all of the films, spin-offs, everything. Help me. I'm shocked I've gotten this far completely on my own, to be honest. This will end up being 25 parts. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'm foreseeing 7 hours in total length. This will be so awesome when I finally find that
which means
mega video, and I can't wait to see what will happen next. I need to think on a more grounded level to recuperate for now, but fill my comment section. Fill it. Fill it. Until then, I'm the Theorizer. You can't win this time, this is where I draw the line. Far as the eye can see, you can't be free of me. The con haunts your dreams, questions bursting from your seams, but anomaly, I scream, answers flood the world, a meme, such wow, much cow, dimensional pimp, wimp, unholy flippant. Guess what? You're my niche. I don't guess. I devise, and your rapping I despise, and just to emphasize, I'll likely roast you till you die. You can't get any better, as your character's a mess. Rock bottom is the high end of what you call success. If you want a truce, talk to me on Twitter, and I wonder, is your happiness as real as the imaginary number? You wish to be the Theorizer, it's your deepest desire, but you have no creativity. You've lost your anonymity, and your soulless life's unceasing longevity will keep you roasted through your 70s, Mort. I theorize it's what provides your shitty attempts at grasping at straws held in place by threads of logic broken with all of your flaws. You've used up all your roast ideas and fool, guess what? This exposure will bring closure to your life. I'm thankful for that much. I can't wait to win with my skills yet again against this perverse, demon-laying mother hen. What can happen to you, Will Murphy's bitch? You only wish to be rich here. I'll pitch you the rest of your life. You'll die in the ditch.
yeah. Alright, well that was the insane first connection theory video. Next couple days will be very, very interesting because we have the Megamind theories to get to. And then, after the Megamind theories, we get to the videos that I have been dying, and I mean dying, to watch. Parts 21, 22, and 23. These videos are big. They are big. So big. And I cannot wait to watch them and get freaked out and lose my goddamn mind over how the Mort theory is gonna devolve and spiral into absolute fucking chaos. But for now, I am Bad at Hell 24. I will see all of you in the next video.